We'll be checking out Conan O'Brien. Woo. First time ever seen him on Spicy Wings. Like, I honestly didn't even think he would do something like this because, you know, he's too big. He's too popular. He's moved on from this kind of stuff. But no, here he is eating spicy wings. And I'm like, this has got to be comedy gold. It's got to be. So that's why we're reacting to this for the first time. And you know me, I'm a big fan of Conan O'Brien. I kowtow to this guy. I only wish I was half as funny, as self-depreciating, as just charismatic as this dude.
I know. You admire him so much.
He's so cool. All right, let's do this. By the way, here's some wicked, wild stories about Vegas. Go check out my channel.
And if you want some hotness, check out my fantasy show.
Oh, it's spicy too.
Yes.
What's gonna happen? What's wrong with you people? You don't know what real danger looks like anymore. I grew up in an Irish house. I never saw spice until I was about 52 years old.
Wow. The music and the editing in this one, they make it look dramatic.
Like he's going to end up in the hospital. But it's true, Irish food is so plain. No flavor. Like,
you don't mind, Sean?
This is a good idea.
Baseline read. I brought my personal physician, Dr. Arroyo. This is Dr. Arroyo.
Hi.
No way.
Yeah, hi, nice to meet you. You don't have to talk to him, just to me. Just get a baseline temperature. What are we looking at?
97.8.
97.8. I run a little cool. Yeah.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
Been my doctor for about 25 years.
Yeah.
Where did you go to medical school?
In 1998.
Where?
Where?
No, where?
Out of state.
Wait, he's probably nervous, baby.
I apologize.
It's got to really be his doctor then. He has no idea what he's doing.
Wait, are you sure
Dr.
that was
Arroyo.
a real doctor?
He's not the best, but he's very affordable. Okay. All right. Getting nothing here.
Okay.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Is this what you got? I guess this is where you start, right? I don't fear your wings, man. Bring what you got, okay?
So the travelogue is
Can I
taken
keep
up.
these?
Go ahead.
Did you
Meat
seriously?
platform, yeah.
No.
So the travelogue has taken on so many different forms, from the anthropological approach of someone like Anthony Bourdain to the thrill-seeking perspective of a personality like Bear Grylls.
Yes.
How would you define comedy's role in the genre? Like, is it a hack being funny and connecting with new people and cultures?
I love travel, and my mission is that you learn nothing about the country. My job is that you know less about the country after I'm done than when I started. So that's why I love this new show. Is Max just let us go for it. And we visited a bunch of countries, and you're dumber. You're dumber after you see the show, but we had a lot of fun.
Was there anything intentional about releasing the show on your birthday? Or is that just a charming coincidence?
Thank you for doing your research.
Oh.
It was a total coincidence. HBO Max called us. Is it HBO Max or just Max?
I think it's just straight Max.
I can't get used to it. It's not a better name. Anyway, Max said, Max, that really rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
It is kind of personal because it's just like someone's name, you know?
Yeah,
what I mean? Like, I'm
exactly.
just picturing
Max, this said, hey, you're gonna drop. I think that's what the kids say. On April 18th, and I said, hey, that's my birthday, and they went, huh. So I don't think it was anything intentional. It just happened to be my birthday.
Well, happy birthday to you, Conan.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me. Appreciate
How
it.
does he
Are
know?
you ready to move on here to sauce number 2 on that note?
Please, because that first one I got nothing. What's
I
this?
saw
What
that.
kind of sauce is this?
So this one is called Smoky J here.
Smoky J.
Smoky J.
Anything I need to
Why
know
is it
about this sauce
green?
before I bite in?
I think the less you know, the better.
Okay, Smoky J.
Pretty smoky.
It's probably
So far,
smoking.
I am unfazed.
I think that's
Mind
pretty
if I-
mild.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
I
It's
just
your
wanna have a bunch
jacket,
of-
your wings.
He's only
Take
taking one
ownership
bite,
in that
though.
dinner table. Go ahead.
ahead.
How often do you show up on location somewhere, right? You get to a destination, and your first and immediate thought is, how the hell am I going to make this funny?
Often. That's 70%. 70% of the time, and what I call it, I talk to my head writer, Mike Sweeney, and I say, you've brought me to a comedy vacuum. There's nothing here. There's nothing. Once we were doing a shoot in Finland, and I was in the Arctic Circle, and I was standing on a tundra, and in the distance, about 400 yards away, were some reindeer, and my producers just said,
already
and go.
laughing.
and I'm looking around. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do, improv with a sheet of ice? But in those situations, sometimes when you think it's gonna go very badly, it goes well. Sometimes you think, oh my God, I have it made. This is the perfect remote, and you can't get anything. So it's always going to a Vegas craps table. You never know.
That's true. I can see that. Funky's hot sauce.
Again, it's called Hot Ones. What the fuck's going on? This is nothing.
I'll remember
You
these.
got nothing.
I'll remember these words, Conan.
Conan's gonna get, he's gonna have a hot. This isn't even, I've yet to had any spice at all.
And you know what? I've got a little eye watering. I think you're gonna
I think
teach
that's because
me.
you're meeting your idol.
I think.
That's what's happening. I get that from just about everyone in your demographic.
Right.
Conan, their eyes about to cheer up.
Yeah, go ahead. There you go. Got 3 in there.
Yeah.
I would never wear
So on a
that
late night
jacket
show,
again.
when you see the host toss a commercial, right?
Yep.
And then
Yep.
they lean in and they talk to the guest with the mics cut.
Yeah.
Is that usually like a real chat? And if so, what are some of the go-to
It depends
topics of
on the
conversation?
host. In the old days, back in the days when I was doing it, and there was just a couple of us, oftentimes there wasn't much chat. Really not much at all. You know, if you were talking to a Letterman, he wouldn't say too much. The other guy, you know, I don't know where he was, but I always tried to make something happen. I tried to keep the rhythm going. And sometimes if I couldn't get them interested, I'd try and say something provocative, like I bet you live 4 more years tops. And you could see them get a little rattled and the band would be playing, but I just wanted to keep them alert. But I remember I said that to B. Arthur and I was right.
B. Arthur. He
Yeah.
said that to B.
Oh,
Arthur.
Yeah, I said
No.
4 years tops.
She
And
died.
it was 3 years, 11 months.
The sands of
Is
time.
that what
Yeah.
it means?
Well, I'll say
Oh,
this.
God.
I know you, this is important for me to say. I've watched your show. You are a very good interviewer.
Thank you.
And so without this, I mean, this is fun. I like this, and I get why you guys do it, and it's really fun and it's compelling. But you are a very serious interviewer. You take it seriously and you ask really good questions. So
thank you.
I'm very impressed with
Wow.
your dedication to it.
Damn.
You
Did
should
you hear
get
that from
him.
him?
You'll cut
Yeah.
that. That won't make it in. No laughs there.
Did you get that from him?
What is this called?
This is Los Calientes. Verde.
Los Calientes. Okay, very nice. Dr. Arroyo,
Yes, sir.
got a baseline pulse here.
Yeah.
It's starting to race a
Oh,
little
sure,
bit.
sure.
You're
That's
just
typical.
You're just choking.
So sorry.
No, you just feel for the pulse.
He's not a real doctor.
It's not
Come with
a
me for a
real
long time.
doctor.
That's there.
Okay,
It's there.
it's very good.
I can
Very
tell.
inexpensive.
I can tell.
Yeah, he has office in the desert.
Oh my god, oh my god.
What do you think is the most annoying trait or thing a guest can do when appearing on a talk show?
The worst thing a guest can do is tell the audience it's not going well. I've seen it happen many times. It's an amateur move. Because the host can do a lot to let people think it's going great, even if it's not. There are many things the host can do. The host can be enjoying. The host can act a little bit. The host can do things. Audiences want to see a good show. They want to see a good interview. And I was always amazed when someone would come out and they'd be doing okay, and they'd make a couple of jokes, and it's fine. And then they would just go, and they would look right out to camera, and they would say,
What?
this just isn't going very well, is it? And you could feel, I would look out at the audience, maybe 200 people sitting there, and I'd see 200 souls leave 200 bodies
Oh my
and
god.
float up through the ceiling. Because
Why would you say that?
they were just told
No.
they were not getting a good show.
Right.
No, that's not show business. Show business is you're getting the greatest show in the world.
I agree.
I don't think there's a wing here that I can't eat like it's ice cream. I seriously, I don't think there's a wing on this table that I cannot devour like it's cool whipped cream on an August afternoon, okay?
You're like Ric Flair cutting a promo right now.
Exactly.
All right? That's the energy that I'm picking up on. Yeah, you're really challenging the wings.
Dr. Royal, please, could you step in?
No.
My pocket's getting full.
This doctor.
Is there a most harrowing encounter with wildlife that you can recall from all the times that you had animal experts on the show?
Yes. It happened during the Turner phase of my career. We had someone who brought a lot of animals on, and one of them was a water buffalo. Massive
What?
beast. And I'm standing next to it, and I said, well, I don't even know what we do with it. And someone, a producer, just said, well, just hop up on it. I'm in rehearsal mode, so you just do what you're told. And as I'm getting up on it, Andy said, don't get on that. But of course, I never listened to Andy.
You gotta commit to the bit.
So I get up on the water buffalo, and as my ass hits the water buffalo, beast this size, it freaks, it tosses me up into the air. We had it on camera. I go up, and I come down on my hip on a cement floor. And as you know, in a studio, cement, it's poured concrete so the cameras can roll. So I bounce off my hip. It really fucking hurt. Water buffalo makes this bellowing sound, charges, everyone runs away, all the cameramen run away, takes out a camera. Camera people are scrambling, and slips and falls, then gets up and looks at me. I'm lying on the floor, I jump and I run in the other direction and leap over the talk show couch. I had a hematoma on my hip that was so big I couldn't get my jeans on or off. So they like had to cut me out of my jeans. It was this giant, and I just kept thinking, why? It's because you do a show every day. You get into the let's go, let's get this thing going.
He's
and
lucky he didn't die.
I'm there, and I'm just thinking about the next thing, and a voice just said, hop on, and I did.
False sense of security.
Just
the rhythm of the show.
Absolute idiocy. But I lived to tell the tale. And the water buffalo and I made amends. We're good now.
Oh.
That looks tasty.
Great. Fantastic.
I love it. I love it. I know you might be running out of pockets.
No,
Thankfully,
I
you
got
do
it.
have a lot of them.
That's okay. We got pockets.
Do you take any kind of perverse pride in the sheer number of hours of television that you've created?
I was never that excited about volume. To me, it's whether it's good or not, or and so to me, it was much more stay focused on, let's really try and keep trying to make something that's really memorable and will stick around, and then get back to it.
And what I'm interested in is how it looks in the rear view for you. Like, does it all fit neatly into distinct eras, or is it all kind of a blur?
I would say there are eras. There's the early era in 93 to 95 where I'm living in sheer terror all the time because I'm waiting for a phone call any second that I've been canceled.
Wow, it
So
looks
that
so
is a
different.
real era. That whole run, Rockefeller Center, feels like an era. All the craziness I went through in whatever 2010 is a distinct chapter. Turner is a distinct chapter. Getting to do the podcast, which I love. Sitting down and getting to talk to somebody for an hour is such a joy after almost 3 decades of, that was great, thanks a lot. Okay, we're gonna take a little break, we'll be right back. That I loved it, but I love this a lot.
Different kind of muscle.
It's different now, and I love trying this. And then with this new Max show coming out April 18th, I just like that we're really getting the resources to do one of these the way I always wanted to do it. So,
Getting the
yeah, I would
resources.
say they look
He's
like
so rich.
very distinct.
Just travel
separate times.
and film it like a YouTuber.
Oh, my hands are all. Hold on
He
a sec.
started to get
Dr.
red
Royal.
though.
He is getting red.
Yeah.
He's trying to pretend like
Look at
it's
his
nothing.
ears, like-
He's definitely red.
Multifaceted, doctor.
Thank you, doctor.
Whoa.
He's pretty.
What's gonna happen? What's wrong with you people? You don't know what real danger looks like anymore.
Incredible.
No. So, my question to you is there a point when these get warm? Just a little bit warm? Anything at all?
Incredible.
Yeah.
Is he really not
Here's a
feeling
question
it?
for you.
Yes.
No
Is it
way,
true
baby.
that while
He's-
writing at
he's
SNL that you would sometimes go
just
downstairs to
pretending.
Letterman's 6A studio
Yeah.
and then write material from his desk
Yes.
at the studio?
I would sit, they had like a covering over his desk to protect it from any asshole. And so we were, our studios were at 9, and I would go down to, he was in 6A, which is the studio I eventually took over, but I didn't know that was gonna happen. And I would sit at Dave's desk, and I had Dave's perspective, and I would sit there and I would work on a sketch. And then this crazy situation develops, 1 in a billion chance where I get a chance to audition for that show and then get it. But if you had told me that when I was sitting behind Dave's desk, as a Saturday Night Live writer, I'd have said there's no way. I'd have also said there's no way there's ever going to be a Charlie Rose show where you eat hot wings. But I would have been wrong both times.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, you can't predict the future. You just don't know what's going to happen.
Connect the dots looking back, never
Yeah.
looking forward. When you took over that 6A studio, did you see any remnants of the old guard? Were there like pencils stuck in the ceiling or anything
No,
like that?
because they put us in different offices, so we were not in Dave's offices, but we had his studio. There weren't remnants, but there were physical remnants. There were people. There were camera people. There was this guy, Bailey, who was a cameraman who had been with Dave the whole time. And so he was our cameraman. I'll never forget that we kept coming up with these ideas that were much more, involved a lot of running around. I was kinetic, Robert's kinetic, the writers we hired were very kinetic. I had just turned 30. So all my ideas were, I've got an idea, I start running, and the camera's running with me, and I jump out the window, and the cameraman jumps too. And Bailey, who had been there probably since the 50s, and was used to watching, you know, shooting, I don't know, some
Edward R. Murrow?
Edward R. Murrow smoke a cigarette down to the filter. No filter. It's Edward R. Murrow, goddammit. That's what he was used to. And then suddenly, I'm here.
Here's
saying,
one
I've got an
person
idea.
running
Bailey,
around.
we're gonna put rockets on your feet. And you're gonna fire you down the hall. How old are you, Bailey? 77. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, Bailey. Fun!
Oh my god! Oh
Por
my god!
favor. Get that over. My hands are very slippery.
Oh my
Was it a
god!
four-year medical school?
It was supposed to be.
It was supposed to be.
Graduate?
This guy,
He's gone.
he's a great comedian, whoever that doctor is.
no.
I sure hope he's not a real doctor.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Come on, man. Are we doing this or not?
Yeah, no, I'm with
Are
you.
we doing it or not?
No, I'm on the same
What's
page.
the point of even being alive if we can't do this?
Right now, I really do
Oh my
feel
God.
alive. I do feel alive.
You're okay?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I might hiccup through this
Yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah. This one, I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling it a little bit. I'm feeling it. I'm
First
feeling
time
this
I've
one.
seen
starting
him.
to sweat.
Just
You can
starting
see it.
to creep
Something.
through, you know? I'm feeling a little bit.
I can't stop
There's a little
hiccuping.
bit of a burning,
No.
but not much.
Which U.S. president do you think would be the best podcast guest on Conan O'Brien Meets a Friend?
You tried to talk,
Yeah.
but your lips have been paralyzed, and what I heard was,
I got that out. I think maybe you're having a problem
no,
hearing
I don't think
this,
it's
all right?
me. I think everyone in the studio will agree.
Which U.S. president do you think would make the best podcast guest on Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend?
Do they have to be living?
No, of course
Richard
not.
Nixon.
Nixon?
Oh my God, it'd be fantastic. He's such a comedy figure. When you think about it, and we could get into water, and then he would try to be funny, like, I've got a funny idea. You know, it'd be fantastic. The voice alone, I would have to say, probably Lincoln. Can I just take a second and say this is starting to hit? I think,
No, yeah.
Can I just say, I don't have a lot of regrets in my career.
Oh, you're gonna
Pouring
regret
this
this.
onto the wing,
Right.
and then licking it off.
And
In retrospect, I bet you it's good footage.
no, yeah, it's good.
But
it's good TV.
I'm starting to feel some sensation.
And you know what, Conan? If you weren't so braggadocious in this front half, I probably would have stopped you from doing that. I would have
can't-
protected you from yourself.
You can't stop me from being who I am.
That's exactly
To
right.
quote my hero, Popeye, I am what I am, okay? I said it and Gandhi said it. And Popeye, that is who I am. I've got to go for it. Whatever I do, I have to go 110%.
I know, you gotta commit to the bit. Gotta commit
It's
to
not
the
a bit. This is life.
This
Is
show
this
is
a
a-
bit to
this
you?
show's a
Because it's
fucking
not a bit. It's your show. Don't say commit to the bit. This is life.
Right, you're
You gotta
right.
grab it by
having
the balls.
anxiety.
No, like a royal. Would you check on my
Yeah.
friend here? Just
He's
get a
gonna
quick
have a heart attack.
test.
That's not good.
Not good? Do you have anything beyond that?
No, he's.
Okay, I'll just
real.
take you at face value on
Yeah,
that. Not
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Oh
He's not a good doctor. He's an affordable doctor.
Do you have a favorite mediocre president?
Well, that's a good one. Mediocre president? That's so mean. I'm gonna go with Warren Harding. Okay? Good looking guy. He was in the Oval Office like 3 days and he wrote on a note, I am not fit to be president. This job is too hard. And then to solve matters,
my
he takes a
God.
train trip and dies mysteriously because he ate some bad lobster. So you gotta give it up for Warren G. Harding, in my opinion.
I've never heard of the guy.
Don't you think?
No argument there.
Yeah, he knew he couldn't do the job and said, you know what, has anyone got some lobster
I'm gonna
that's
have
been
a
out too long?
lobster. That
I
will
want to
kill
eat it
me.
on a train where there's no refrigeration. And that's what they did.
Oh my god. Woo.
Don't do it.
Don't do the sauce? What's on the sauce? I can't get this open.
There we go.
And a little bit of this on it?
Yeah, go. I'll join you at the
That's the sound the Three Stooges used to make when they were doing anything destructive. Everybody watch the Three Stooges?
Yeah.
Mistake.
Oh my god, I'm
went
the
to
one that's
announce
so
my mistakes,
afraid.
This is not a mistake.
I couldn't even chew. I already know that feeling where it's so hot, your mouth movement hurts.
Really? I don't think. Oh my god!
Oh my! No, what do you? Do not rub. Oh God Almighty, dude!
Someone save him. Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Yeah! Yeah! I've never felt so alive.
I love it. I love it. Me too.
I'm
I'm right
erect for
here.
the first time in 15 years. This is to you.
Hey, to you.
Call the wife.
Oh shit!
Okay, yeah, you gotta. I mean, at this
Oh my god!
point, what are you gonna do? This is tell us what we're eating here.
So this is the Last Dab experience. It is made with almost pure Pepper X.
Oh my god!
Join
They
you.
should
Conan!
not go out and pour that much out at
Don't you think
once.
this is the season finale?
You're
This is
exactly
not
right. There needs to be a
good.
fireworks display to close things out.
Do not let him do that. Oh my God!
He said it! He said it on even
Okay,
on
here we
the
go. Ready?
Someone dies on your show. You're
He's
never
like-
gonna have another
Oh, yeah.
episode.
You say this is pure pepper? Mm-hmm. So there's nothing here. There's no insulation. There's no safety net.
No.
He's like so.
Straight concentrated pepper to the
Oh
dome.
my god! Oh my.
Incredible. Incredible.
I'm not getting it. I'm just not getting it.
Oh my god.
He must have
What's wrong with me?
super
Why
high
can't I
tolerance
No.
for
Is it
spice.
gonna hit me now? It's gonna hit me soon, right?
It's got a build on it.
It's gotta build. It's starting to build right now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's building.
Yeah. And it's kind of not gonna stop.
He's
No,
gonna
it's
get
not gonna
sick.
stop.
That's okay. I got a little bit of a wind up.
Yeah, it's coming fast.
I know.
It's coming fast.
We're approaching the peak of the mountain here.
We're gonna
But
see you in
Conan
the
O'Brien, the
toilet.
good news is that's a wrap on our lunch date with the Wings of Death. We're here about to drop.
I'm fine.
Oh God!
I'm perfectly fucking
Oh
fine.
shit!
I'm not
You didn't come
questioning
up
that.
with one
I'm not
wing that
questioning
had
that.
any effect on Conan, because he's here to stay. Oh, woo! Oh, woo!
If
He
you were
is
crafting
so red.
Oh
of a comedy
my
survey
god!
course, can you
Wow.
give us one book to make sure that your students understand that the building blocks of comedy are not at all new?
What are you gonna read? Read widely and read well. There's comedy in the Old Testament. There's comedy in the New Testament.
Okay.
You can read all kinds of stuff. Just don't lock yourself in to it's got to be some comedy from the last 10 years. No, there's great comedy out there that was written a long time ago. What's funnier than Don Quixote, Sancho Panza? You know, this is good stuff. The classics are funny. You know, you can read Chaucer's tales. They're funny. There's funny everywhere. Don't be a snob. Look high and look low. A Mad magazine is funny. There's funny stuff online all the time. There's no reason for us to try and exclude one category over another. These aren't the rantings of someone who's had some bad chemicals and overdid it to be funny and relevant to people who are at least 50 years younger than him. This is a guy who's just being on a show, and it's legitimate. So I say here's to you, Sean. You're a great motherfucking host.
Right back.
And I'm glad I'm here. And I'm glad we had a great time.
Oh, shit.
And I don't care. I don't care anymore.
Wise words from a wise and
He's
stable
gonna puke.
man.
Yes,
Conan
and a man
Look at
who's
him.
doing
Speaking
everything
on
he
the
can
wings of death.
to be on the
And
show
living
that everyone
to tell
young
the
wants
tale.
him to be on.
Just barely, and now there's nothing left to do but roll out the red carpet for you. This camera, this camera, this camera. Let the people know what you have going on in your life.
Wow.
No, it's on Max. They used to call it HBO, but people found that too popular. So now it's Max, because that really rolls off the tongue. And it's a funny show. 4 episodes are going to drop of me going all over the world.
Oh
You can
my
check
God.
it out April 18th. That's right. My intestines have turned into acid, and I can still remember the plug. That's a professional. If there was a mic drop, I'd do one. But I do a wing drop. April 18th. Check it out.
Wow.
Dr. Arroyo.
Where's the doctor?
That's not good. That's dead either.
You're not a doctor, are you?
I should be.
I should be.
All right, thank you.
Was he gonna tell you what it's at?
No, he doesn't even understand the numbers.
It's up 2 degrees from when the start of the show. No lie.
That's the info I was after.
I love how you ruined me, but saved your suede jacket.
Well, I've literally just bought
I know. I don't want. Trust me.
literally
I love
just
that jacket,
bought-
and I do not want to get anything on it.
You know the
I
jacket.
admire a guy who hosts Hot Ones and wears beautiful suede. Oh yeah!
I have
Wow. Damn.
I have newfound respect for Conan, but at the same time, that was dumb. That was so dumb. That could have killed you. There could have been so much liability. Like,
Now, for sure, he signed something before they've done the interview.
okay, even if he'd signed something, you die, no more show. Oh, God, that was
my God.
insane. That was insane.
Wow, exactly. Kudos to him. He did a great interview just to make it fun.
That guy's a
to
consummate
make it-
showman.
Wow.
I'm going to watch
That's
that
insane.
show on HBO, and I'm going to pay full price.
Max, baby, Max.
I'm sorry, Max. Max. Motherfucking Max.